try to throttle this enough so that we get a tasting without getting a blasting, I guess. Is that the right phrase? We need something for the.
I mean, I think it's what I love it. I think it's what we're now calling anytime we have too much to drink. That we had a lovely blasting this afternoon.
Well, that's
no, never mind. Changed my mind. We're not calling it that.
That's an out loud voice thing, right? Where you use your out loud voice to decide that is not correct.
Now I hear it.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
Here we are again this week, rocking and rolling, doing some bottling and some bonding.
Nope, no bottling. That'd be illegal in our state.
That's true. Yeah, we don't do bottle. But again, home distilling coming around the corner someday, and you can better believe that once it's legal, I'm gonna give it a try.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna make's good, but I'm gonna give it a try.
Yep.
So
as long as it doesn't taste like blindness, I don't care.
Oh, how are you today, Adam?
I'm doing okay.
Good.
Doing okay. How about you, man? How about you doing, Chad?
Gotta say, rocking and rolling, having a good old day. You know, my standard. This is where I live.
I'll say this is the thing I've been looking forward to.
Yeah, man.
All week. Which is great because it's Monday, but I've definitely still been looking forward to it all week.
Honestly, I'm just excited because not only do we get together and get a drink on, a couple good buddies, good old boys there, but we're building on what we did last week. Last week we did red corn versus red corn, year over year, still Austin, as we kind of like play around with Texas whiskey for a while. And this week, we're doing
red versus blue. Which, doubling down on the Texas theme, right? Because some of the old nerd folks like us might remember the red versus blue jokes going around, right?
Yeah,
which is based here actually.
Yeah, exactly. Rooster Teeth is here in Austin. It's
I think there was. I think they might have shuttered this year.
Yeah, I think they did shutter. Recently. You're right.
But like literally within the last few months.
Yeah, but red versus blue was like their big thing, and the Ruby and a couple of other stuff. They were the Austin locals, just like still Austin.
Yeah.
So bringing it all together.
Yeah, exactly.
Theming it together. It's gonna be great.
Like this goes back to the callback to the last time too, right? Where I was like, hey, I was super excited. I had this red corn. It was awesome. And then later I saw the blue corn. And I was like, well, it's good, but it's not the thing.
Yeah.
And I was so bummed. And then I discovered, like, oh, they're now seasonal. So, okay. Like, I dug these both up. Actually, I don't even remember if I grabbed. So this is the 5-year red corn. So this is the second year bottling of the same one, we think.
Yep. And that's
still got to do the homework on that.
Yeah, we tasted it last time, but that is our current assumption, is that this is the 4-year red corn from the year before.
Yep.
Same juice, just aged for
one
an
extra
additional year.
Yep.
Yep.
Whereas the other one, I think, is the first year of the blue corn, which I think came. I don't like I said. I think the red corn. I want to really do like a whole dive on this, or maybe just talk to them.
Sure.
To figure out like I think what happened. My interpretation of the signs in the wind here is that the red corn was successful enough that they're like, oh, we could totally do this.
Yeah.
And then it became a seasonal thing because like they weren't really there when I first found that. And now they have all these like random one-offs.
Yeah.
They have like the Nancy's picks, but they also have like the Madeira cask one, which we'll get to do at some point. And they have like seasonal, like holiday. They have like the Monster Mash one, and like they have a whole bunch of different seasonal things that they do. So I think they've ramped up production enough that they can do stuff other than just their core product line.
Yeah, that makes sense. And that falls in line with on Dramata Leather, the other podcast. We went a couple of years ago and we got to tour around and hang out with the head distiller up there at Still Austin, and that falls right in line with a lot of the stuff that he was talking about. He had a whole bunch of experimental things he was working on.
Yeah.
He was very much into like the Texas corns and that sort of stuff. We even talked about red versus blue versus white corn while we were there.
Yep.
And so it's really nice to see these coming to fruition as they're getting the age that they need, the time in the barrel and everything like that. And we're seeing some of the really awesome things that they've made up there.
One of these days we'll have to talk about all the great types of corn. At some point we're going to have to recover Bloody Butcher corn because that I think was one of the ones I deleted.
Oh no. Yeah, we had some content that we got lost, listeners. We filmed a couple of episodes, and then maybe we're too far in our cups to get the footage transferred.
It was one of those, like, it's the hard part about the, like, do a normal job, but also do all of your own work, right?
Yep.
So it was I was trying to get things done. It was like 3 a.m, and I'm like, I copied all the files off this drive, and I just tried the same drive 5 times instead of swapping drives.
Yeah, it happens. That's all right, though. We've got some wonderful stuff we're going to drink tonight.
Yeah.
And that'll be right there for you listeners. We hope that you can drink along. If you got Still Austin 5-year red corn, or you've got the Still Austin blue corn, grab yourself a glass. I think we should start with the red corn, sir.
Before we do, I have a great idea. I'm just gonna put this out there. I think we should keep some of those outtake moments. Maybe we'll keep those things where we like missed half the footage. We'll just release these lopsided like things, because there's one where I think it's just me, and it was just when we had the old camera that was like super zoomed in on me.
I remember that episode.
So there's like a whole bunch of you yelling through my microphone, and like just me like sitting there like. So I think we should release some of those. Maybe like whenever we get a Patreon thing off the ground or whatever, you just have all the
lost files.
This is the cost of doing it yourself.
The lost barrels. We can call them the lost expressions or something like that.
Yeah.
I like that. That could be fun.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
All right. I want to drink whiskey. Are you ready? To drink whiskey?
I definitely do too.
Sweet. All right.
So you've had the red.
Yeah.
You have never had the blue?
I don't think I have ever had the blue. But I think today we should start with the red as a grounding back to something that we've tried before.
Sure.
Before that, I have pulled up some of what Still Austin says about its stuff. So, the red corn bourbon whiskey, just to remind our listeners, is a 36% red corn mash bill with 34% white corn, 25% rye, and 5% barley. They have a long list of tasting notes, including cinnamon and truffles on the nose, and charred grapefruit, and all kinds of stuff. Excuse me. I'm not yawning because of the tasting notes, but there are a lot of them. Either way, it's a delicious expression.
It is. I still prefer the first year, but it is very good.
For sure. It's on your side. You got to pour it.
All right. Well, you want to give me your Glencairn?
I do want to pull out the Glencairn.
I can be polite. I can pour for you.
That's a very kind man you are. They speak of your generosity. Oh, you son of a... They speak of your generosity.
We did decide we're going to try to throttle this enough so that we get a tasting without getting a blasting, I guess. Is that the right phrase? We need something for the.
I think it's what I love it. I think it's what we're now calling anytime we have too much to drink. Yeah. That we had a lovely blasting this afternoon.
That's
no, never mind. Changed my mind. We're not calling it that.
That's an out loud voice thing, right? Where you use your out loud voice to decide that is not correct.
Now I hear it.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
Oh,
happy Monday.
Yeah, I needed that. That's clearing the sinus. It's real good.
Yeah, so I said, right, I've been waiting all week for this. Technically, we missed last week. Life happened.
Yeah.
I got a giant pile of life.
Yeah.
And so we were like, maybe next week.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's great.
This one is still very, firmly alcohol, when you that is a little wild for me sometimes to be when it's you smell it and you're like, oh, this is going to land with both feet hard.
And what's interesting is the 4-year wasn't as alcohol forward as the 5-year.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah,
you're technically should be backwards, right?
In theory, you'd get more wood, and so it would smoothen it. It would smooth that alcohol a little bit.
But also depending on how much water is added, if they don't water it to the same level, then technically the 4-year would have more alcohol.
Depending. So the 4-year was a bottle and bond. So is this. So they should be the same ABV.
Okay. I can't see that from here, so I couldn't remember. But otherwise, the alcohol is what evaporates, and so the longer you age, it would normally be more remnants and less alcohol.
Yeah.
Like if they don't water it, right? If they just leave it all cask strength,
Yeah.
regardless. So,
But if it is what we think, and it's the same juice that they pulled, brought to 100 ABV, and then
yeah,
this year it evaporated, had a little bit more of the angel share go, watered it down, it would be even less alcohol. So
so this would be less water.
more water.
Less water. If it was aged longer, more angel share, there'd be less alcohol involved, so they couldn't water as much.
So they'd have to add more water to get it up to 100 proof.
No, because it would take it down from. It goes the opposite direction.
Oh, because it starts at a higher proof,
Yeah.
and then they add less
Yeah.
water to get it to 100. Interesting.
So the barrel strength at 4, using made up numbers, right? If the barrel strength
Sure.
at 4 was 120 proof,
Yeah.
by the time it hit 5, it would be more like 117 proof or 115 proof or something.
Interesting.
So then they'd have to add less water
to get it,
which is why it's super duper weird that it has more of an alcohol punch.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
I mean, just experientially, like I know that older whiskeys tend to have less of that, like, and I'm talking about the sharp alcohol, the kind you get from like ethanol or like that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
That's the alcohol thing we're talking about, not just the scent of whiskey.
Yeah, or Chance's bathtub bourbon. Sorry. That was a reference to you distilling, not the fact that you have a bathtub full of bourbon.
Mm-hmm. Hey, man, we could have that kind of party.
Not it. So this has a very... I do smell it. Chocolate tasting notes. Chocolate? Was chocolate one of the things they listed?
They listed truffles.
That would be the mushrooms, probably, not the chocolates. Which is... Yeah, lack of clarity in language is super frustrating when you're like, here's 2 foods. Which one is it? Same word.
Yep.
Context matters.
Context. Well, especially when you don't have the clues.
Yeah.
God, that's so good. So yeah, it's a delightful taste. It's got cinnamon and a little bit of that like fireball feel to it. It's got a little bit of brown sugar. It's got
honey.
Yeah, like a spiced honey.
Yeah,
man. Like it's just a delightful expression. And an interesting thing our listeners might notice is that we might just say this tastes different this time than we did last episode, because this time we're tasting it fresh, and last time we tasted it after another whiskey.
Yep. Well, but also the bottle is aerated a little bit because we tasted it, and this is the same bottle.
That's correct.
So
yeah,
lots of moving factors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, this has like this like bites onto the side of your teeth or your side of your tongue.
Mm-hmm.
You know how sometimes like you get the like. Sometimes it's the burn is just the tip out of your tongue, and that's it.
Yeah. No, this one hits you from the sides.
Yeah.
There's a chart of the tongue that talks about what taste buds are in what areas.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what's on the sides. I can't remember, but it really does a great job of like tickling right along the edges there.
Yeah. I think it's sweet. I don't remember.
Could be.
Aaron would know.
It tastes sweet, so it's very nice. Man, what a good way to start.
Mm-hmm. I still go back to the whole like I need to become wealthy simply so I can find somebody to replicate that perfect bourbon when I find it.
Oh yeah.
Like I want to find somebody who could do the perfect chemical match of it. I love the experimentation part of like people making things, and everyone's a little different, but like there's also that one where it's like I have such a strong FOMO drive that like when I find the thing, like that very first burning chair.
Yeah.
But that bottle is irreplaceable, and so now I'm just like, how do I build a climate controlled room with exactly like
how do I get more?
Yeah,
dude. I one of the first bottles in my collection ever, one of the first bottles that was ever bought for me was a bottle of Ardbeg Perpetuum, or Perpetuum. I don't know how to pronounce it. It was basically like the 200th anniversary or whatever of Ardbeg, and so it was there every year. Ardbeg Distillery on Islay in Scotland releases their committee release, and that's kind of like their club. Mm-hmm. They release a bottle specifically for them. There's a lot of distilleries that do a similar thing, and that year they released that Ardbeg Perpetuum, and I liked that so much that to this day I look for bottles of Perpetuum places just because I want it on my shelf again. It was so good.
I have like 3 or 4 things that I like. I'll just search periodically.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't check the auction sites very often anymore because
Mm-hmm.
I'm not allowed to.
You can see our buyer's remorse episode.
But yeah, like it's some of that, but it's also the like that I recognize when it's there. It's
Sure.
almost certainly going to be not what I want to pay.
Yeah.
So, but like there's lots of the like weird little one-off things that I found that are, they're when you find the right online seller, they are totally normal priced.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Scotch bottled Burgundy stuff that I like so much that we haven't covered. I don't think we've covered it yet, but like, the unique, Michel Couvrier stuff. It's like I love that bottle. And I'm just gonna keep buying it every time I get it.
Yeah,
and I need to double check to see if it's like a one time bottle. I think they've actually might be rekindled it. Yeah, like that one every chance I get. It's like a $40 bottle, but like a couple of the sellers sell it for like 65 because I think that might be my fault. Like, you know how you go to like I
love the idea that you've bought it so much that you've increased the price.
Well, sort of. It's one of those like, you know how like some people track your user cookies and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, clearly you want this. We're going to charge you more."
Oh, like with like Google Flights, where you check the flight the next time, it's going to be way more expensive,
just higher or lower, and they just mess with you to see what works. Yeah. So I think this is the same thing happening with this one, and so it's like I bought it once, and they like. I bought it one. I like went to buy it once, and like it changed price in your cart, which I don't mind when it goes lower. But like this one, I think went up, and I'm like, wait, why did it change price in my cart after I was in the checkout?
Yeah, no. I was explaining the bait and switch to somebody the other day, and like, man, that's a quick way to lose a sale with me.
Yeah, and I like it. Yeah, it's easy to not notice it because it was a couple dollars here and there, but when I bought like 3 or 4 bottles, and so I was like, "Oh, that couple dollars turns into like $20." Oh, okay. Wait, what happened? Okay, and I like and I'm also a tab person. Like when I want a thing, I don't click the link. I open a new tab to the link a lot of times. So I had the old number and the new number in 2 different windows, and I was like, "Wait, just a minute here, Mister Site." I'm not going to mention because they don't get free advertising out of me.
That's right.
You're gonna do bait and switch in the first place.
Yeah,
I wouldn't advertise for you anyway. So
honestly, like, but that's real life, man. Yeah. Like, and it's those kind of shady business practices are a quick way to lose me as a customer.
Yeah,
if you're gonna bait and switch me on the price, if there's gonna be some like random fee that I can't get rid of that is just adding for no reason, like. Yeah, I'm not buying from you.
I don't do food delivery anymore because of that stuff too, right?
Yep.
All the menus are $3 to $5 more per item, and then they charge you a delivery fee, which they don't give to the person doing the work.
And then you have to tip the person doing the work, and then half the time you're having a membership as well. Like I got the Dash Pass because we like to eat in and stuff, so
not worth it to me.
Paying for a membership, paying for the delivery fee, paying more per item. Yep. Like ordering a $20 burger is like a $40 ordeal.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna cut all that rant, but
yeah, exactly. I was like, yeah. So anyway, this is a really good bourbon.
This is really good. But do you know what we need to do? We need to compare this to its cousin or its brother or maybe its sister. I don't know.
I mean, they are seasonal opposites. I think it's spring and fall.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
In Greek mythology, opposites were often siblings: Apollo and Artemis. Saloon and Helios. Granted, I've used the sun and the moon twice now.
All right. I got nothing.
Cool. All right. I'm going to talk about the blue corn whiskey.
All right. So, hey, before we do, what are you? Oh, you're going to read about it.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say we got our glass cleaning plan.
Oh yeah, we got a carafe.
So
what the hell's on my glass now?
That's exactly the point here.
Oh, yeah.
So you can
I like a carafe.
Get a clean rinse. I realized, right, we were going through a lot of glassware, or the glassware is looking kind of gross and sloppy, and I was just like, That looks tacky.
This is actually also how I hold a whiskey tasting, is with a thing of water.
Yeah.
Because it allows you to cleanse your palate
Yep.
a little bit before the next tasting. When it's just two of us hanging out having a good old time, I don't worry about cleansing the palate. But at a high class, look at me tasting.
Mm-hmm. That one was oddly little. The last sip was a little tart.
Yeah, that one was weird.
I threw it all back, and I think that was part of it. Is like it filled my mouth instead of just the tip of my tongue.
That makes sense. All right. Oh, thank you. A towel is a way better idea. All those years, I've always just shook it out. Don't hate me because I'm me. That's pretty. Almost done. Got to make sure we get a good solid. There you go.
Maybe I should get a second towel.
It's not that kind of towel.
I didn't say that.
Or rag.
Oh, man, I'm the one that provided the towel. You have no idea where it came from.
Oh, man.
You want to play that game? Two of us can play.
Aww.
All right. So, round 2. Drink.
Let's do it. All right. So we're going to do the Still Austin Blue Corn Whiskey. Now, this is really fantastic. So when we were talking about the red corn...
You don't know if it's fantastic.
I haven't tasted it yet. So with the red corn, it was 36% red corn, 34% white corn, and then 25 rye, 5 barley. The blue corn is 26 blue corn, 25 white corn. So it's still the same 25 white corn, so it's still a similar percentage of the corn to white corn.
Uh-huh.
So like the red corn is 36-34, red corn to white corn. It's the blue corn is 20, almost there.
So like 24-34 or 24-26 or
26-25.
Yeah.
So like a really close balance. And I wonder if there's something about the white corn that really like helps mellow out maybe some of the red or the blue corn.
Mm-hmm.
Because they both do have that. The blue corn, much higher rye, 44% rye instead of 25, same 5% barley.
I wonder if that's why I don't like the blue, or I didn't like the blue as much last time, is because the rye, I'm not a huge rye person.
Yeah. I mean, it does make it like a spicier, hotter whiskey.
Yeah.
And so it would make sense, especially because that's not your favorite thing in the world.
But I had it when I was still fairly early to bourbon. So I wasn't doing it for tasting diversity. I was doing it for drinkability, like ease and smoothness of drinkability.
Yeah.
Which, if I was not thinking about it as is it a rye forward, then I wouldn't have known to think about that, right?
I just actually, reading the bottle, I just recognized something new that I didn't know from before.
What's that?
Each of these that they're doing in these series is bottled in bond.
Oh, yeah.
So John Schropel's the head distiller for Still Austin.
Excuse me.
Did I miss pour? I way poured high on me. Yeah, come on. Sorry, let me help you out there, brother.
Yeah, I mean,
especially because this is your whiskey.
Well, we got physical chores after this too. So,
ooh,
no, we're good. We're gonna keep drinking.
All right. I mean, I'll keep pouring until it's perfectly even.
I know. And the end of the episode is going to be a lot of...
Hey, I'll have you know our listeners love it when I get a little blasted.
Do you guys? Do both of you?
Do both of you listeners like it when I get wasted?
So you're saying Bottle to Bond, John...
So John Schropel's the head distiller for Still Austin, and so both of these are bottled in bond, and that's really interesting because, like we talked about, he's got a lot of cool stuff that's kind of exploratory, and this allows them all to be on an even keel. That means they're all the same ABV, they've all got the same similarities. So like it's not like taste this whiskey that's 14 years in a barrel and finished off in a lovely sherry cask versus this one that is pure white oak and is nothing but the exact science of like I like that. It creates a nice even playing field between his seasonal releases in that
Yeah.
way. And it makes it nice and easy to compare them.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of cool. Mm.
Oh,
I think this has actually gotten a chance to blend out really well because this bottle I opened last year sometime.
really?
I
So
think maybe even before that, but I think last year.
So for our listeners who don't know, what happens is after you open a whiskey bottle, the more air that is in that bottle and the more contact it has with light, like sunlight, it will change the flavor profile of your whiskey. It will kind of like I would say smooth it out, but it's not really that. It just changes it. It makes it different. It makes it maybe a little less sharp. Is a good way I would
Yeah, I
say
could say
it.
that. Yeah.
And so, as you have a whiskey bottle over time, especially if it has access to sunlight, especially if a lot of it is gone, it will change the flavor. It will change the taste.
Yep.
And that's what, of course, we're talking about. This bottle you've had for quite some time. It's been open for a long time. So it might have, gotten some sunlight, maybe smoothed out, evened out a little bit.
Yeah, I like it though. It's pretty. It's a lot nicer than I remember it for sure.
Interesting. The other thing that could be affecting that is you've drank a lot more whiskey since then.
Yep.
From the perspective of trying to identify taste and flavor and nose.
Cherries.
Oh yeah,
Hey, I'm getting there.
definitely cherries. And so it's possible that you remember it being really hot, but you've just had gotten more experienced.
Yeah, that's possible.
There's one more thing before we go into the nose on this that I want to say, and it's that when you go to the Still Austin website, the red corn whiskey has a lot of notes about how it tastes. The blue corn whiskey came out in 2023, and it still has coming soon for its tasting notes on nose, palate, and finish.
Nice. Maybe we could generate those for them.
Hey man, I'm happy that it worked. I'm happy that they were able to sell it without even needing to fill out the taste.
Yeah.
That's good for them. But I thought that was pretty
Well, I have one takeaway, which is apparently lesson learned. Alcohol tastes better if you drink it at least once a week for a year and a half. Eventually, you learn a little bit more about being able to taste a more diverse palate.
Yes,
That's my takeaway.
I mean, I would say that as you
Drink
develop your
responsibly.
palate, you're able to, identify, more intrinsic and more unique flavors and connect them to your senses and your memory and that sort of stuff. But you can also say if you drink more, you get better at drinking.
Yeah. Pro here.
Mm. Man, that is really nice. And like, okay, so right off the top, on the nose,
Cherry Coke.
yeah, it's got that cola like sweet undertone that we didn't have with the red corn. It's like imagine a flat soda, a flat cherry soda.
Yep.
No carbonation, been sitting out but cold.
No, I disagree.
Oh.
It's so when you smell it, the smell smells like a flat soda.
Yeah.
The way a flat soda tastes, but
Yes.
the spice in your nose is like the spicy from a very carbonated soda.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Like you get the tingle, the nose tingle, like
Yeah.
from like you get with champagne or with like
well, like you drink like a soda water or something, and you drink it too fast and you get a little up your nose. And then,
Yeah.
like, pa, like the
and all of a sudden you've got like carbonated water in your nose or whatever.
So it's got that smell element to it, but
Yes.
also the smell of the sweet chocolate or the sweet cherry vanilla Coke, whatever.
Yeah.
That smells like the flat version of the same thing.
Yeah, that's interesting. But I think that's pretty good. That's interesting. I like that. Because I definitely get the flat cherry Coke, but I also totally get like those sharp little like stinging bubbles you get like if you drink your soda too fast on a hot day or something.
The spice from the alcohol smell
Yeah.
is that spice from that like that soda shooting up your nose kind of thing.
Yeah, like Topo, like if you try to snort Topo Chico.
Well, I don't try, but I succeed an awful lot.
Oh, that's good. Mm. Mm. Interesting.
It has kind of a lollipop aesthetic to it.
It does. It's really subtle on the palate.
Mm-hmm.
And then the finish is really weird.
It's got like an ambiguous, like juicy, like you know how like you like you're eating a lollipop and it makes you salivate.
Mm-hmm.
It has that same sort of effect where there's not like a ton of flavor that comes from it, but you're like it's definitely making me salivate.
Yeah, really, really strongly. Also, like, I don't know about you, but like, I almost didn't taste this at all on the top of my tongue. It was all around the sides.
Yeah.
Like, the top of my tongue is strangely devoid of taste right now.
Yep.
But all the sides, the tip, and around the sides of my tongue are screaming with flavor.
Like the underside of my tongue is like got a little bit of a sour note to it.
Ooh.
And like the roof of my mouth has a like is reacting. I can't. There's no like flavor I could put on it, but like, yeah, weird. I like it. I like it a lot more than I remember.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
This is one of those things where like I would probably drink it for the sake of having it as like a single like pour, but I wouldn't drink it as like I'm gonna drink tonight. I'm gonna have a couple drinks and do this is gonna be my relax. Like I don't think I'd categorize it for that.
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna rate this.
Well, so the red, remember we already blue. Technically, we got to cut it down, so it's a blue diamond, I guess. But right or black? No, it's black.
Yeah, we're just gonna use the color black diamond, blue square, green circle. Yeah. We're just gonna use green, blue, black. Yeah. But
green Glovers.
Yep, our viewers will remember that the red corn, specifically the 5-year red corn, we rated as an intermediate level whiskey, the kind of thing that is going to be good, that most people can approach, not going to be too hard or too complex, but you can just enjoy it on a day. I think if you're in agreement, I want to label this a black whiskey. Because this is a complex whiskey with a lot to talk about and a lot to think about as you taste it, but it is not one that you're going to just pour just to pour it. It's one you're going to pour because you want to talk about the blue corn.
Yeah, we've already identified that there's going to be some challenges with this rating system.
Yes.
Like if you were to categorize the entire world of sizes into just small, medium, and large, like you're going to wind up with an awful lot of like fat man in a little coat.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'll agree with you. I think it is too complicated to just walk up and drink it.
Yeah.
But it is not.
It's too complicated to pour for the end of your day drink. They're like, what a day. And you just pour it. It's too complex for that. Yeah. This deserves discussion and this deserves consideration when you drink it.
I agree.
Oh, don't break stuff.
Hiding. Stuff hiding on me over here.
So would you like to do the honors?
I do.
You may brand.
I did all the others, so I'm going to do this one.
You're going to brand the bottle.
And miss it.
Because it's black. And so was Darth Vader's suit.
It's like the core theme of the Imperium.
Yeah. There you go. Nice.
All right.
I like this new rating system. I think it's going to be good.
Yeah.
We'll do that. Yeah, it's good.
At some point, we're going to be like, do we have to re-drink them all and reorganize them now that we have a more advanced palate? Because this is a great example, right?
Yeah.
My palate has developed enough that I went from like, ugh, to like, well, actually.
Yeah.
Right? And I mean, I can't believe I just did well, actually on camera. But like, you know, the like my palate's developed enough so like I'm going to categorize this differently today than I would have 6 to 9 months ago.
Yeah.
So that is food for thought. Maybe some of the things we had a hard time with.
Yeah.
Maybe we can come back and revisit at some point and figure out if it's us or them.
I love that idea, especially with some of the really great stuff we've tasted, but maybe even a couple of the little rougher ones.
Except for that weird bottled Manhattan that can just die in a fire.
Yeah, that was no good. That was really bad.
Yeah.
Either way, to you.
To you, buddy.
To the bond.